Hi, East Texas. Thanks for checking in with us here at CBS 19 Plus. We're going to start by looking ahead to the weekend already. It is the Sunfish Showdown at the Texas Freshwater Fisheries Center in Athens. It goes until 8 a.m. till noon. It is a unique team fishing event that will pair an adult with a child, and the whole goal of this is to catch sunfish. There are several species of sunfish, and your goal is to catch the biggest, the smallest, the heaviest, and then you get some prizes out of that. But it looks like it's going to be a warm day this Saturday, 77 degrees at 8 a.m. It'll be roasty at 10 a.m., 85, toasty by noon. 92 prizes will be awarded, and the event should wrap up by 1 p.m. All right, today's high temperature, mid-90s. Now we've got a stretch here into the 90s again, last 4 days, and we're likely going to do this again tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday. So this is reminiscent of the way it was back in July. Our overall weather pattern continues to repeat, but we're at the tail end now of all of these cycles. And so once we get to the first day of autumn, on Thursday, things should begin to change. But we still have just the last remnants of this year's weather pattern, and that's why we're starting to get hot again. We had a nice cool week last week, but things are certainly heating up. First day of autumn, just 3 days away, the autumnal equinox, 8:03 p.m. Thursday night, but it's not going to feel like autumn in the least. Tomorrow's high temperature, 97, Wednesday, 98. That's the last day of summer, first day of fall. Again, it's late in the day, so 98 for that final day of fall. And by the way, the latest that we've had 100-degree heat in East Texas is early October. So the fact that it gets up to 98, these aren't even record highs. The record high on Thursday is about 100 or maybe 102. Friday, 97 for the high temperature, and then it'll ease back as we head through the weekend. So yeah, hot this week, not record heat, but abnormally warm and certainly not comfortable. Heat index, Tuesday afternoon near 100, not high enough to get us a heat advisory, but we'll feel hot. Then we go into Wednesday afternoon, it's going to feel like it's about 100 degrees again. Again, doesn't qualify for a heat advisory. Must make it up to about 105. And that feels like temperature won't quite get there. And then Thursday, believe it or not, the humidity drops a little bit as the high temperature reaches the upper 90s. So we're not seeing much of a difference between the air temperature and the heat index. It's about a 98 for a high and 100 for that feels like temperature. Thankfully, the humidity just a little bit lower. Then we're watching this cold front here. So high pressure firmly in place. Cold front out to the northwest, cooler air behind that area of low pressure, dipping in here for the weekend. As it drops in, maybe a shower or 2 or 3 here Sunday evening. Behind that, the winds will turn to the north, the humidity will drop, and it's going to feel pleasant to start next week. So if you can just get through about the next 4 to 5 days with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, even Sunday's pretty warm at 95. It'll feel fantastic a week from today. 88. Next Tuesday, 85, Wednesday, 88, and we'll get closer to the end of September with temperatures right around 89 degrees. All right, let's take a look at future skycast. Starting off tomorrow morning, light and variable winds, clear skies. We're going to have abundant sunshine, so make sure you're wearing sunscreen because this is still some strong September sun if you're out there for any length of time. Wednesday morning, clear skies. Again, there's a little area of high pressure here near San Antonio. We'll get a southwesterly wind. Then as we head into Thursday, as the high sort of moves away, the winds eventually will turn to the north, and that will bring in the drier air. You can see that little wind shift there. That's with the high pressure system kind of drifting away. With the dry air in place and the lack of rainfall over the next 7 days, the forecast fire danger for Tuesday is moderate across all of East Texas. It is considered high from Wood and Upshur County to the northwest, and very high back in parts of Rains and Van Zant and Hopkins County. Next 7 days, rainfall totals are ranging anywhere from about 1/100 of an inch to maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch here back to the northwest with that front coming in. And again, this would probably, all of it would fall Sunday into Monday, and that is it at this point. Once that front passes, we dry out and we start to be a little bit less humid, and that means the air will even be drier. All right, eye on the tropics. This is Hurricane Fiona. Winds are now up to 100 miles an hour. Wind gusts are 120. It has left Puerto Rico, and the eye of it is right here, just kind of brushing along the Dominican Republic, and it continues to move to the northwest at about 10 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is down at 28.7 70. It is forecast to become a Category 3 storm, and that would put it as a major hurricane in the first major hurricane of the season. So right now it's a Category 2 hurricane moving to the northwest, staying east, well east of the United States. Tuesday, 115 mile an hour, and then it becomes a Category 4 storm. So this is an adjustment with the latest update. It's a very strong storm out in the Atlantic, Category 4, and then a Category 3 storm as it begins to move away from the United States. So that's good news. So that's Fiona. Then Gaston would be the next named storm up. There is some data out there that suggests the little storm system tries to form, let's say, in the southern Caribbean by Thursday. So we'll see what happens. If nothing forms by Thursday, then that piece of data is just out to lunch and just not picking up on something. But it's trying to pick up on something Thursday, and then it tries to bring it to the west and into the Gulf of Mexico. But we got to watch and see. It's trying to initialize. If something happens Thursday, then it's initializing well. If we don't see anything Thursday, then it's just merely picking up on some signals in the southern part of the Caribbean and just really kind of missing. So we'll see. Tonight's forecast, clear skies, warm night, 73 in Pittsburgh, 71 at Mount Pleasant. In our central county, 73 in Longview, 74 in Tyler, Jacksonville, 72 in Athens, down to 73. Lufkin, 73, Nacogdoches, 72, and Crockett, clear skies, 71 degrees. Hour by hour, not Saturday, but for Tuesday. So excuse that little error there, but the temperature climbs tomorrow up to 97 with sunny skies. All right, high temperature 95 in Pittsburgh, Sulphur Springs up to 95, Douglasville, Boston, mid-90s, Easton up to 96. We'll see high temperatures around Henderson, 96, Longview, 97, Tyler, 97, 95 at Jacksonville, 96 at Palestine, 95 at Athens. And to the south, temperatures right around 96 at Crockett, Groveton, Lufkin, Nacogdoches Center, and at Hemp Hill. So very warm temperatures headed in our direction. All right, Baylor Scott and White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So 97 tomorrow, sunny with a light variable wind. Sunny with a light variable wind again on Wednesday, just a hot day, 98. And again, it stays hot for the first day of autumn, 98. Again, the high temperatures are going to be right around 100 degrees those days, so we're going to fail to reach that record high, so just a couple of degrees off. Friday, sunny, hot, and dry. Record high that day is 98, so that's close. Still hot Saturday, 96, a 30% chance for some rain Sunday night with the cold front, and Monday morning, maybe a leftover shower, but look how much cooler it is. Monday, 88 degrees. Tuesday, 85, a nice day. Wednesday, 88 in the afternoon, morning low around 60. In fact, we could have 3 mornings next week where temperatures are back to the 60s. Remember what it felt like last week when temperatures were in the upper 50s? That's what it's going to feel like next week. That'll be a welcome change after this hot week. Thanks for checking in with us and watching CBS 19 Plus.